The biggest expense that parents should really prepare for is the loss of income. How do you and your partner juggle between work and having a child?
Well, luckily for me, being a nurse is a bit easier because I do shift work. Once she was born, we were lucky because we had the coronavirus happening. So Andrew was working from home a lot.
With work, it's all about just giving plenty of warning to people. I mean, it's a 9-month pregnancy typically, so it's really about knowing that end date and planning for it.
During pregnancy, we were lucky enough not to work, both of us, so we actually took time off and we looked after each other. We made sure that Kate was comfortable and she had all the support that she needed.
We had moved into a new house at that point, and so we were setting it up.
If one of you took parental leave, should the other make contributions to their super?
I don't really know how to answer that because Andrew does all of my super.
We did not make any extra contributions into your super. Luckily for Daniela, she works in Queensland Health, so she has a very rewarding super scheme. So she's actually got quite a healthy super balance just from working normally.
But I don't think we would need to in that 1 year off. If I had more time off, maybe.
We never thought about it at the time.
It's an interesting question. It's not something that we actually challenged at all.
No.
And I feel you looking at me now saying, why didn't you offer?
No, I don't think it was something that we considered because I think through my parental leave entitlements, I was getting contributions to super.
How did you navigate the decision and financial impacts of returning to work after having a baby?
Excel spreadsheets.
Yes.
That's how we navigated it.
I'm not sure if we did this while I was pregnant or in the lead up to having the baby. Was met with a financial advisor, which we hadn't done previously. So looking at all of our assets, looking at investments, super, and made a bit of a plan long term, thinking about having a baby.
I took the 2 weeks off and I knew I was coming back to a full-time position.
While I was on maternity leave, luckily being in Queensland Health, I was managed to get paid for maternity leave.
As well, we were living off savings, so savings were getting low. It was a no-brainer. We had to go back to work.
We've got to juggle financial requirements, but also well-being of our child. So,
How did you navigate conversations around who would be the primary caregiver and who would return to work? Was salary part of this conversation?
Kate had a more senior position before the baby, so she was earning more money, and it made financial sense for her to go back first to bring in more money. So for us, it was a salary conversation, and Kate had to go back to work.
I think we're pretty open with our conversations. That was just the practicalities of this is where we are, these are our choices. We've just got to do this now, and we've got to work together as a team and do what's the best thing for the family. So this isn't about one person winning, another person losing. So
I think because I had the maternity leave for the year, it made sense for you to get back to work.
And I think your background is in nursing and maternity care and midwifery, so you've always been more the maternal parent.
I don't think there was ever really a question about who was going to be the primary caregiver. It's probably been my dream to be a mum. I always said I deserve that year off. I'm taking it.
Do you ever feel financially ready to have a child?
Finances is only part of the equation. I think the emotional readiness is something that we both were at that point, and financially we probably weren't.
I don't think you can ever be ready in any capacity to have a child.
I think you can be, because we waited until we were married, we had a house, we both had really good jobs. We weren't financially ready, but we were financially secure.
in our case, I think it's the child is absorbed into the family and becomes part of the family, and there's so much joy. So you shouldn't reduce a child to dollars and how much it's costing you.
What's your advice to people who want children but are discouraged by the cost?
It's not a financial decision. So just go for it.
Once you have a baby, whatever position you're in, you're never going to regret it.
I do think you need to have your baby within your means.
I don't think you can actually put a a price on what you need to start having a baby.
Yeah.
I think it's just,
Because it changes.
it just changes every day.
Just have the baby. You can sort out the rest later.